Hi, I'm Joanne Antoun, founder and creator of CTC, the 2-hour life-transforming combined therapy cocktail and the International Institute of Combined Therapy Cocktail. Let's take a journey into higher vibrations together and let's see what level you are currently at. You often hear people these days talking about higher vibrations and frequencies and that we are collectively being called to be more conscious. Now that's an interesting term because in order to become more conscious, we have to wake up from our current unconscious state. Our journey into higher vibrations is a shift in consciousness or a paradigm shift, which means at the very least a change in how we view our current reality. Humanity as a whole is transitioning from third dimensional reality through the fourth and heading towards the fifth. When you live and vibrate in the third dimension, you work with a very dense reality, a reality that is only what you perceive with your physical senses. You need to see it to believe it, and even then sometimes you'll talk yourself out of the very thing that you saw. In this dimension, your thoughts, the intellect, rule the roost. What you think you know must be real. Divine either doesn't exist or you feel a sense of separation. Fear to some degree controls your life. Fear of not having enough, the fear of failure, fear of being wrong, fear of not having the love that you want, fear of what others think, fear and anger over past issues and experiences, even fear of fear. The law of attraction is simply whatever you place your attention on, you will receive. You're so caught up in thinking about all the things that you don't want that you actually keep attracting more of the same. In this dimension, we are bound by the illusion of limitations. Here people become prisoners of their limiting beliefs and situations. Fear is the weapon of the ego. It does whatever it can to keep you stuck and living through your fears, limitations, and insecurities, often portraying to the world only what you want people to see. We do that as you desperately try and hide the very things that you dislike about yourself. Social media is a great one for that. So here we also take on the attributes of victim. We judge ourselves as having others as having wronged us. We see our future through the lens of the past, always comparing and consequently creating more of the same. We don't even realize that we have a choice, that we can choose where to invest our energy and to easily create the life that we desire. In this dimension, we're not aware that separation is only a perception and that our perceptions, how we view the world, is relative to our level of consciousness. Our consciousness has been weighed down or held down by Earth's magnetic field, which has been very quickly deteriorating. This affects our emotions and our sleep patterns, animal life, even the weather. This, combined with the increase in Earth's heartbeat, which our very own body is desperately trying to resonate with, makes us feel as though not only is it there's time flying by, but we feel out of sorts within our own bodies. However, with all this change, we find ourselves questioning more and more, starting to see things differently. We become more open to possibilities that we may not have considered in the past. This is all part of the transition. The journey inward sets us on a path of self-discovery. No longer can we point the finger and blame others or other people, things and experiences for how we feel or how our life has turned out. We must recognize that we allow ourselves to lose our power to them. The more power you give something or someone, the more power and control that it actually has over you. If you feed it, it will grow. If you want to truly heal on all levels, if you want to live your life in your full potential and grow through the transition that we're currently experiencing more easily, then the one thing you need to do is be here in present time. As higher vibrations become more a part of your world, you may start to notice unresolved pain surfacing. You may feel more emotional and unsettled than usual. You may feel that you are being consumed by the thoughts and the busyness of the mind. No longer can these issues be ignored. They must be healed and released in order for you to move forward. So training yourself to be here in present time is vital. You decide to whom and for how long you lose your personal power. It's your life, it's your choice. If something bothers you, allow yourself the opportunity to feel and express yourself. Say what you mean, but don't say it mean. Try and speak from the wisdom of the heart center and then let it go. Pull your energy back here into present time. In time and with discipline, you'll come to realize that everything just is, and you'll naturally choose peace as though peace is all there is. When you say you feel down or low, you literally are. You are vibrating at a lower frequency, and in that space, you can only attract to you that which vibrates at the same level. We simply raise our vibration by living more on purpose. Be more loving and giving. Be aware of what you believe, what you think, feel and say. Be positive, have loving thoughts, speak from the heart center and have an attitude of gratitude. Start by giving thanks for all that you truly appreciate in your life. Now within a moment or two, you'll notice that you now seem to be thinking not with your head, but more with your heart. Your heart consciousness literally feels like it's expanding, opening up. Not only does this make you feel great, but it instantly balances you and raises your vibration. It takes practice to tap into heart consciousness and maintain it. But the rewards, they far outweigh the effort. And in time, as you become more conscious, you will realize what it is that you truly want, and that much of the stuff that you thought you wanted doesn't actually bring you the happiness that you thought it would. Now, early in the fourth dimension, we become more open to possibilities. We become seekers, more caring and hopeful, with a genuine desire to recognize and work on our own personal ineffective ways, our own bullshit. In this dimension, we consider the need for change and positive thinking, but we don't necessarily follow through all the time. You try to work things out, taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, consequently being hard on yourself because you know that you should know better by now. In the lower fourth, you're continually searching for more drama to fix, believing that there must be more because you are not happy enough yet. As you grow through the fourth, you become more serious about making the world a better place and helping others. You might even make some major life changes. The problem here is that you may feel as though you've got it all worked out and become blinded by it all, thinking that you know it all, but you still feel that something is missing. You still lose personal power to situations instead of working with the higher intelligence of the heart, where you know that everything just is, and peace becomes an easy choice. The higher fourth is where true peace lives and is a constant companion. Here you choose peace as though peace is all there is. Your heart feels expanded. You feel more alive, more positive. There's a constant feeling of awe and wonderment. Synchronicities abound, magic, awareness, and a very real connection to nature, and all of life is where you are and who you are. You know that we are all one. There is no separation. You're aware and completely responsible for your personal power. We are all being prepared for the higher fourth dimension, but it will take a fair amount of fifth dimension reality to filter in before it's enough to raise the consciousness of everybody, freeing them of the stress and the dense matter of the third dimensional living. The fifth dimension is all about heart. Heart consciousness becomes the new mind. Here you are guided completely by heart consciousness, your intuition. There is nothing to release because you realize that there is nothing to forgive. You see beyond your old limitations and judgments. You recognize that we are all light, we are all one, and that there is nothing to judge. You carry with you the knowledge of past dimensions, but are no longer ruled by them. Wisdom and understanding of others is yours. Here you are truly self-empowered. Here you know that the heart has all the answers. You have everything that you need right here. Although it speaks softly, the power right here is beyond measure. Enjoy the journey into your heart center.